Hello everybody, my name is Crazy Savage and welcome back to a new video where today we are going to be continuing to build our house that we started in the last episode. But before we go ahead and start doing that, there's a few things that I want to cover. So first off, I have a saddle. Of course you can actually make saddles now. I find of course I can't do it in my inventory. I actually didn't know this until I started doing research for this video. You can just make a saddle now with 3 leather and an iron, which is pretty cool. But the reason we have a saddle is first off, look at this spawn here. Look at how crazy this spawn looks. If you remember back in episode 1, this was all mountainous, tree, like forest terrain. And now look at it, it's all cleared out. It's amazing looking how much someone could do in such a little time. It also looks like, our starter house was here. It looks like someone's building another starter house here. Who's this? Lightning, I think that is. We also have some amusement park here. So this is just so much added to spawn, and it's only episode 3, which is wild to me. We've barely even started building our house here, our main base, and they've already done this. But either way, the reason I have a saddle here today is because if you look in chat here, we talked a little bit. Apparently there's 3 skeleton horses in the barn, which are skeleton horses common in Bedrock? I don't know. I've never seen them in Java. I don't think I've ever seen them in Bedrock, but let's go check out. I think this is the barn here. It looks like there's a farm here. Oh, I thought that was villagers, but no, that's just a wandering trader. Yeah, there's the lodge. Oh, what is this? Is this... Oh, this is like all the colors of sheep? Wow. That's impressive. Getting all of these sheep and then getting all the colors too. Oh, and then here we go. Here's the skeleton horses in here. So, we were told there are 3 skeleton horses, so we're allowed to take it. So, which one do we want? I think skeleton horses are all the same. Let's look. Okay, let's get this one. Actually, no. Let's get the second one right here. Let's get him. Do we have to? Oh wait, you can just ride them. Oh, I I thought you. Yeah, I guess you can't even put armor on them. That's okay. I know nothing of skeleton horses, so that's all new to me. But yeah, look at this. We have now a horse on the base. How fast is this guy? Let's see. I know skeleton horses aren't that fast. Yeah, he's playing medium speed, but it gets the job done. We don't have to really use up too much hunger. Then Bedrock is turning so weird. But then it just looks really nice. Look at that. Yeah, it looks super nice. So let's take this guy back to the base. Then we can start getting our build going. Actually, on our way back to the base, I just noticed someone built a... This wasn't me who built this. Someone built like a little bridge over to our base. It's pretty funny. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to improve that though. But it's funny how they built like a bridge here, then they actually added like some what are these called? Like poles into the water just to kind of like have stability. That's pretty fun actually to see. But either way, eventually I do think I do want to build a bridge. I just haven't gotten to that. Maybe next episode we can do that. I'm unsure, but I know eventually I will. I need to go quickly. Oh, he's running away. I need to find a fence. Where's a fence? What's a fence I can make? There we go. He's all good now. So, yeah, we'll keep him here for now, just at our base. That way it just shows it's ours. If you didn't actually, this is a good time. If you didn't see the last episode, there's a few things I can cover here. So first off, our main house here, we started building on our last episode. If we come inside here, we finished the first floor and we pretty much finished the second floor. We just have to put the roof on it, which the roof would be probably polished tough again, just like we did for the roof there. And then all we're going to be doing is raising for the walls and everything. Oops. For the walls and everything, I'm just going to copy and paste pretty much what I have for this second floor here onto the third floor. Just for like a 30-story nice just main building of the base. So that's pretty much all you need to know if you didn't see the last episode. Then also today, I think we'll go ahead and we'll start because that won't take too long. Getting the second or like the third floor done, moving some things, and that's not gonna take too long. So I think today we might start making one of these other builds. I don't know which yet, because they're all gonna be pretty big to like actually make and pretty I mean this one isn't gonna take too long, but they are gonna take some time. Okay, so right now I grabbed some materials so we can start actually building. So for the roof, as I said, I'm going to go ahead, go down with some tuff. I don't think I'll finish this area here. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish the tuff, so leave it yeah, leave it right there for now. And then up here, of course, just like the other times, we're just gonna go ahead and do our same layout up here, and I'm just gonna fill this all in because this is kind of a little repetitive since we've already done this once before in the last episode. If you did want to see like all the measurements, everything, check out the last episode on the channel. It's gonna go ahead and cover all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna probably just finish up this third floor here and cut back to us moving everything into the base, and then we can start working on another one of these builds back here. But let me go ahead finish these walls up first. Okay, so I pretty much finished up the top floor like I said I would, but before I actually top it off, I want to come up here and show. So up here for the roof, I was trying to think of what design I want to do for the roof, because at first I was just thinking do like a tuff on the top, but then I felt like that just looked weird. It looked like there would be another floor there. It doesn't really look complete. And from the outside, it's just gonna look like a flat top. So I'm thinking, because one day in the fairly far future, we'll eventually, we'll get our elytra and we'll be able to fly on top, and if we just cover the base with tuff, it's gonna look weird. So I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead, I'm gonna place slabs on the top here, and then, so that way it's like one up, it gives it a little design up top. And then I think I'm just gonna cover the roof here in slabs, so that way the top is just all slabs here. That way it can look nice, but I do wanna see if that is going to cause a problem with lanterns. So let me go grab a quick lantern, and I'm gonna go see. Okay, let's see. So my hope is when I place the lantern, yes, okay, that's actually good, cause okay, I was worried that it would be because slabs, so there's two forms of a slab. It could either go here or it can go up top. And one of them, you cannot actually place any, lanterns on it. It just won't let you. I would have to do that, which looks super bad, but it seems like we lucked out and the base is just a good enough height that we can actually do this, so that's gonna be amazing, because I love putting lanterns in the builds, especially for, bedrock. Like putting those lanterns in the builds makes it look so nice because of the lighting. I mean, bedrock lighting looks so good compared to Java. When I do play Java, it's gonna feel so weird when I switch back over to the Java Let's Play for a video. But either way, let me grab a little bit more what are they called? Slabs. Yeah, 48. That's not gonna be enough, but it'll get us going. And let me go ahead and go finish off the top here. I really like this. My original thought of the build, actually, so let me show this. Before I'm thinking of the flat top, if that didn't work, the other thought I thought of doing is what I did over here for my roof on this base, and kind of like Lois did over here. We both did like a pyramid up, but I feel like that would just look weird, doing a pyramid up. I don't know. Maybe it might look nice, but I think I'm just gonna go with a flat top. I think it fits the vibe pretty good. And then it just makes everything perfect with, of course, we just saw the lantern. So let me fill this in, then we can go ahead and maybe start bringing in our stuff, because I do want to move everything out of that starter house, because we don't need to keep running back over there every time we want a item. So let me go ahead, fill up this roof, and then we can start getting going with that. Okay, quick little detour on what I was going to do with building a house. On my way back to the base, I saw this, and I completely forgot you can use dripstone to make lava. And lava, right now there's like super little coal we have. We do not have that much coal. So maybe I should make one of these. Like, I mean, I don't want... yeah, let's just copy his design, I think. Go ahead and do that, because this is going to make smelting so much easier. So let me... Where should I put that? Ooh. Wait, is this cauldrons? Or cauldrons? Yeah, okay, so... That's not that expensive. Let me see. Do I have the materials for that? I have to check. Okay, after doing a check, I'm realizing I have, like, no iron, so... That's a future plan, but that is super cool that, Can you see it from here? No, you can't. That's super cool. I'll have to definitely for sure make one of those in the future, but for now, I'm just going to have to use basic coal. So let me get back to smelting my stone and we can go ahead and finish up the house. Okay, so I finished up the house, I finished the roof, and it looks super good now that it's fully done. Let's take a step back. You can't see it. That's actually really good. You can't really see the slabs on the top. I didn't want too much because I didn't want the roof visible. But if we come inside here, it looks really cool. We can see the entire floor is here. It goes up to light, and a little bit lighter. That is a little weird. I guess I didn't really think about that much, how these windows are like this. But when you come up here, it's an actual full, like, circle. But that kind of just adds, like, a different texture to each floor. I think I might raise these ladders up a little bit, because they are a little annoying. Because you just walk on them, but I think it looks good. It's fully done. But in other news, when I was finishing up the roof, this guy over here, where is he now? Is he over here? Oh no, he's over here now. A wandering trader spawned in, and he actually was selling some pale oaks, so I was able to finally finish up buying the pale oak from last episode, because if you do remember, I couldn't grow the tree because I could only get 3 saplings, but now that I have a good amount of emeralds, I'm able to now grow the tree. So I'm gonna grow the first one at our house, and then when we get more saplings, I'll go ahead and move it to the community center, because I know some people will want pale oak. I don't believe anyone has gotten pale oak yet, but I think it's gonna be pretty nice. We can contribute another thing to the community, so we try to put the other one. Let's wait for this tree to decay, and I'm just gonna set it here for now, and that should be a good spot. I hope we get enough saplings. That's why I bought 8. I kind of overspent a little bit, but I think it's gonna be good. Let's go ahead now and finish up our house here. So all we have to do is pretty much, or I guess we don't, I have to go ahead and head back to the main house and take every single thing over there that's not on the bottom floor, all my top floor storage, I'll leave my bed over there, but all the main stuff in there, take all of that, and I need to move it all the way over here and fill up the house. I don't know where I'm gonna put everything yet. Oh, it's turning night. I think I have time. I'm thinking, so walking in here, I think I want my main floor to be maybe utilities, so like furnaces, crafting benches, stuff like that. Upstairs, this floor, it's not like the top floor, it's kind of just like a middle floor, so eventually I want it to be a common room, kind of just like a blank, maybe we add some furniture, but for now I think I'm gonna do it for my storage. The only reason I wouldn't want to keep it my storage is because we're gonna be making a storage house over there. And then for the top floor, I think that's where we'll put our bed, like right down the middle here, but we have to see. Let me go grab everything, and then we can start actually laying things out. Okay, so I finished the base. I finished adding all the storage in, so I took all the storage from there, put it all in these chests here. Actually filled up 3 chests in some, which was pretty impressive. I didn't think I had this much storage, but I guess I did. So I also went ahead, I grabbed the workstations, so go ahead and place them all down here. How do I want to do this? I have like a bunch of furnaces, maybe like that. No, because that's not gonna work in terms of like the smoke and stuff. Maybe we only do 2 furnaces and we do 2 of each one. Because I think I want a crafting table in the middle. That way you can just access it. And then for this stuff, what do I want? Ooh, do you think that looks good? Something like this? Like, so, like just a 2x2 and then that. And we go ahead and we put like a stone cutter on one side. Eventually we'll put another on that side, put a torch there. Maybe we put like candles here. How expensive are candles? Candles, honeycomb and string. I don't think I have honeycomb, but if I do, maybe I can try that. And then put a different workstation here. For the furnace, extra furnaces, let's put them over there, because you're not going to see them too much walking in, and they're just extra for cooking. I also went ahead, I put my bed up here, so that way we can sleep and have this really nice window in front of us. So that's really nice, and let's look outside. And ooh, look, the pale oak grew. So let's go chop it down and go see if we can get enough saplings to go ahead and plant some at the community spawn. Okay, that's not that good. I just finished up breaking up one of the trees and I got 3 saplings, which is not enough to grow a tree. So good thing we bought 2 trees. I'm really hoping this one gives us the like at least 5 so that we can start the cycle again. I want to make sure that we have enough like 2 trees here at least growing. Then we can have some at spawn. I feel like pale oak is just so not generous with the like droppings of the saplings. I feel like I'm getting none every time, even on the Java wood. I feel like I don't get like any saplings from pale oak, but hopefully this one gives us enough. Okay, so I just finished up the second tree here. I'm up to now 12, so I think the first tree we just got really unlucky with the drop rate, so I'm gonna go ahead and start growing these once again, and I'm going to grow the 4th one too, because I'm hoping to just get like enough so that we just have a good supply. Then by the end of this episode, we can go ahead and plant some at spawn. Also, what is there wood in this tree? I don't know why it's not decaying. Weird. This tree, it's been like this for like a few minutes now. It just isn't decaying. That's kind of odd. But anyways, I'm hoping we get enough saplings so that we can, by the end of this episode, move it to spawn. But now that we've pretty much finished the house up, we have some other stuff I want to do in here, because I don't really like these torches on the inside, because they kind of look a little weird. So I'm hoping, I'm gonna check, see if I have any wax for candles. I don't believe I do, but in the corners here I want to put like lanterns, so I'm gonna go find some iron and put some lanterns up, kind of like what I did here, but just around the build. That way it can just have a more natural light. I wonder how it's gonna look in the middle. Like now on this floor will look nice, but like here, hope like you don't hit your head ever. But it's also like a block tall, so I don't think it'll be that bad. So let me go find some iron. We can put in some lanterns, and I think that'll be about it for this build. Okay, and there we go. I put all the lanterns in the corner on every floor. I could not find any honeycomb, so that will wait for another time. So I want to put like the candle there, but that's pretty much the only thing stopping the space from being complete. On this floor, finished up, and this floor looks probably the best with candle on the top. But then I also raised the ladder. Oops, I forgot how easy they are to break. But I raised the ladders up, so now it's so much easier going up and down. But that's pretty much the base complete, so that's really nice. And now that we've done this, we can go ahead and start working on a new build of the base. So there's a few builds we could do. We have the wall of the base, which I don't really want to work on yet because we have to kind of like finish out the base, and I also am going to have to patch up this hole a little bit. That's going to take a little while, so we're gonna pause on the wall here. We also have our storage over here, but this is going to probably be a whole episode worth because this place is pretty huge. We also have like the 2 houses, which also are going to be pretty huge builds. Like they're going to be about the size of this, but a little bit smaller. So I think we're going to go ahead and do the tree display in this episode. We're going to finish this up, which means I need to go. So the outside border here, I want to go ahead and do like a nice, kind of like a stone, but I don't know which would look better. Would it be like a nice deep slate, or a nice like stone, maybe even tough? But I kind of don't want to go too far out with the tough because that's kind of not with the aspect of our build. But how this is going to look, I think I want to put like some dirt in the middle, some like water maybe on the sides, and then have like a cherry blossom tree in the middle. But let me go grab some. Let me grab like some deep slate and some stone, and let's see how they look. Like compare and contrast them. Okay, so I was trying to figure out what stone would look the best. I have this. I put some slabs down. I put like some deep slate down. I kind of like the slabs, but I don't know yet. But then I know I said tough would look bad, but looking at tough on bedrock, like looking at it compared to like what it'll be, so it'll be right next to like a cherry blossom. I actually think it might fit more than these two being like a house block. So I'm gonna head down. I'm gonna go try out some tough around the build, and then I will try and experiment with the slabs and see if I want slabs on any part of the build. So this is my only tough I have though, so I do need to go mining. Okay, I think this is the design I'm gonna go for. So I was just kind of like messing around with the tough a little, and I think I want to do this. So we have like a nice like little the blocks like around the edges where the water will be, and then on the like on the edges here, outer edges, we go ahead and we put some slabs, and then it leads up to like the tree. That way you can walk up a little bit. I think that'll look good with the design of the base, but we have to see how everything else goes. I'm gonna wrap this around though for now, and then we can always go back if we have to. Okay, I think we'll go with this. So I put some polished tuff going in towards the middle. Then we'll go ahead and fill the edges with water like we said. So let's fill these edges up. It's actually pretty nice. They actually make an infinite water source already. And then we can go ahead and put a cherry blossom tree in the middle. Hopefully this villager, you gotta move. You're gonna die from the tree, villager. You gotta move. Okay, there we go. Hopefully it grows. No, okay, we need a few more bones. There we go. Oh, and that's a nice shape too. Look at that. That's a wide tree too. And then you already have the particles coming down. We can, of course, trim the edges a little if we do have to. But I think this looks really nice. And now, oh, do I have leaf petals? I think I do. I believe so, because I was using it for. Would it be in this chest? Yeah, there we go. Some pink petals here. If we walk over here and we place a few like underneath. There we go. Look at that. It's looking really nice now. It's kind of like, yeah, there we go. And then look at that. And now when we walk into the base now, when it's all complete, we just have a bunch of like particles coming down. It looks fairly nice, and we can also always walk up here. I'm hoping this changes to grass. I don't know if it will, but I'm hoping it will. If not, we'll have to eventually get a grass block and change it ourselves. But I think it looks good. I think we're all good here. And I also think that we're about at the end of the episode. But before we end, I almost forgot. I got some pale oak saplings, and I think we're gonna go ahead and go put it at the community area. But before we do that, I need to grab a barrel to put a few in, because of course I think my design I'm gonna do there is just one tree growing, and then like a barrel with some extra saplings, just so that anyone who goes up there can of course have a few extra in case they get unlucky with the tree. I don't know where to put it though. I haven't really been able to spawn in a minute, besides just running back and forth from the base, so I don't know where I should put it. It looks like since I've been away, this place we checked out at the beginning, it looks like it's become a villager breeder. So I guess for the community we can now just take villagers, which is fairly nice. I don't know where the villagers with villagers. When we went to that village in the last episode, we couldn't really find any villagers there. So fairly nice. It actually looks like it's automated, which also very cool. Look at that. Well, anyways, enough with that. Where should we put the pale oak? So you have the sheep over there, like a barn. You have the plant area. Maybe we put it over here. But I don't want to take away too much of the atmosphere over here, because it kind of will. I don't know. I don't want to really block things off. This kind of weird. I don't really know where to put it. Maybe we put it on the edge, but it's more a community thing. I have to really scout out an area. Okay, I think I'll put it here. we can I put like a little barrel with some extras in it, just like 5 extras. Actually, you know what? I'll keep some. I'll go ahead and restock this as I'm just tearing down the trees. I just want to keep a few on me in case of an emergency, like we've run out. But gonna have one going here. Oh, look at that! That's a little baby cat. Sidetracked it. Have one growing here, and I just put this here. Just pale oak saplings. Feel free to take. And of course, if anyone, because I don't really want to disturb spawn too much, but if anyone ever wants to move this, move it to a better spot, they can, because it's just in a little corner. So I think that's how we're going to end this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. I'm going to next episode build, I think I'm going to go ahead and do maybe the bridge like over to the base, and then start maybe working on the little houses on the side. If we run over here, there is a few little houses. So yeah, I think we're going to work on the bridge over and then start building like these little houses here. And then do one more episode where we finish up, we make our storage and make the base look nice with the wall going around. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. It helps a lot. Also, comment any ideas you want to see, any suggestions you want to see, any builds you would like too. But I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.